Alright, hey, Team Popo here. We're going to do a podcast on the format so far
Yep.
and some anti-meta. So, Stucky, it's been, what, 3-4 weeks into the format? What do you think?
Yeah, roughly, yeah.
What do you think about it?
It's exactly what I expected.
Yeah.
Inzectors, Dino Rabbit, and freaking windups are leading, period.
Yeah, but I really don't think that Dino Rabbits are the best. Like, a lot of people say that Dino Rabbits are really good, but, I don't know. I just don't like them that much.
I haven't had too much problems with Dino Rabbit, particularly, but I also haven't ran that much in this current format. I've mainly just been playing fun, really fun duels, at my school and at the locals.
Oh. Well, a couple Dino Rabbit decks that I've played, I've lost, of course, I mean, because they're Dino Rabbit, but, I could have beaten them. If that makes sense.
Yeah. The thing with me is Inzectors, and Inzectors always gets
Oh
me.
my god, I hate Inzectors.
Well, whenever I play Inzectors, I play TG Fairies, and right now I'm running Dark Lord Courts, so I rely heavily on my spells and my high position monsters, and they just equip, pop, equip, pop. It's really dumb, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I think Inzectors are the best out of the three. Really all windups have is the hand loop.
Yeah.
That's,
Once the hand loop happens, it's dumb. You might as well just scoop.
Well, no, because they have you top deck, and then they're just going to swarm you and exceed and just hit you every turn. So,
I haven't had a chance to play windups yet, though.
Oh, I've played a wind-up deck. It wrecked on me because it took my hand, but that really, if it wouldn't have taken my hand, I was playing, I think I was playing Frogs at the time. Yeah, I had a really good hand. I was going to go off, but he had to go first, and he got rid of my hand, and really aggravated me. So, you know.
What can you do?
Yeah, there's not really much you can do versus them if they take your hand. But besides that, they're really not hard to get over. Because a simple mirror force will stop them.
As for the Inzectors, it's hard to not keep something on the field and then get over them.
Well, the thing that I use versus Inzectors, if I'm playing an Inzector deck, I main deck 3 Compulse. I mean, that's really all you can do besides, Valor and stuff, but Compulse really works.
Dimensional Fissure.
That works, yeah.
You have to use D-Fissure.
Or if you crow their Hornets, that works too. I mean, there's a lot of ways to get around it. Just if you don't draw into what you side into, it's not really going to help you even siding in the first place. I played Inzectors when I ran Frogs, and I sided in triple DD Crow. That's all I sided in, because I was hoping to get rid of their, at least one of their Hornets. I didn't draw into any Crows, and it messed me up so bad, because he just blew up my entire field. I got OTK twice. That's why I don't like him.
One thing I do is, my only defense against them, aside from the typical, Compulse and Crows, the Fool.
Yeah,
on its Tails effect, it can be targeted. So, and it can be destroyed by battle. So all I do is I'll lay out a court, and then I'll just throw down one of the Dark Lords and just be big. That's all I can do, though.
Yeah, but Compulse slows him down a lot. Or at least for a turn, so you can get your hand set up, so you can try and OTK them before they can get out their stuff. Another thing is Torrential, because Torrential will mess them up. They might have gotten rid of your field, but you still have,
actually, the thing with Torrential is they have them in the grave.
Just your Torrential.
With Torrential, they kind of want their Inzectors in the grave.
No, the only Inzector that they want in the grave is Hornet. Really, because they don't even want it in the grave. They don't care where it is as long as it's not banished.
Yeah.
But if you stop that first Inzector, they won't go off. And if they don't go off, that's good, because you don't want to get OTK'd. So a good defense versus them is Compulse. Or, you know what, Scraps, he started main decking Trap Holes.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, because you got to think, most of the wind-ups and Zectors, they start off with one monster that's 1,000 or more attack. So why not run Trap Hole? Trap Hole works. It puts one of their Insectors in the graveyard and slows them down for a turn. And maybe even after a while, make them start top decking stuff. That's a good thing to do versus Insectors. If they're top decking and you have a full hand, you win. That's just how it's gonna go. Another thing with wind-ups, I was doing a wind-up deck like on Dual Network, and they were going for the hand loop. I just crowed away their hunter. They couldn't really do anything after that. They just went into like rank 3 exceeds. That's all really they could pull off.
Well, rank 3 exceeds are starting to become really good lately.
Well, all that they had was Zen mains and Leviathan. That's really not hard to get over.
Dude, Terabyte and Asagolem are really funny to me.
Oh, yeah, but you got to think though. This was a while back.
Yeah.
Played a lot. But whenever he dropped a Zen mains, I just smash and ground it and it killed itself. So really, that's all I had to do to get rid of that. And then once he got out a Leviathan, he removed both materials, so it's just a 3k beater, and that really wasn't hard to get over. So, I mean, after you get rid of their hand loop, they really can't do anything to you. Well, I mean, at least from what I've seen.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what other plays are out there, but another thing about the meta is Max C and
the overpriced I'm gonna draw everything turn card.
Well, really, if you're playing what are those called, Infernities, and they Max C, you lose. You're gonna deck out.
Yeah, or if you play Flame Veils and they play Rekindling, you're drawing about half your deck.
Yeah, I mean, which can be a good thing. Also, bad thing because you have to discard.
Yeah.
But then again, you can just discard till you have a really good hand. So, either way, I like Maxi. I'm trying to get my hands on one. So,
good luck.
Yeah. Another thing about this format, call at 3.
I love call at 3.
I don't like call at 3.
Bull crap! That's the only way my deck runs so smoothly now.
Call at 3 and Sangan, you're getting searches all day.
No. My favorite play with my fun deck, Dark Lord Suburbia, call it from the grave and bring back a Christia. What are you going to do? 29 beater followed by 28 beater? It's dumb.
And you can't special. So.
Yeah, and then you can't special after.
Christia shuts down the game. I like Christia.
Yeah, Christia is my personal favorite card because of that reason. And he's so big and easy to get out.
Yeah, but I think a really good deck that a lot of people are playing now, Photons. Okay, because I know Ron's running Photons, and that's topping over Dino Rabbits, Insectors. The only deck it has any problem with is Insectors. Wind-ups, Dino Rabbits. It's topping over those.
One deck that I think is going to come out of the blue and is going to surprise a lot of people, and I'm currently making Watts. You have 2 hoppers out. Honestly, they're funny as crap. If you have 2 hoppers out, Insectors can't do crap.
Well, yeah, because they can't target.
Exactly, and I love it.
Let you just set up until
all you do is set up with 2 hoppers, a Watt Hydra, and a Watt Chimera. You win the game. Your opponent might as well scoop because you're going to be stuck in that same draw, and you're going to be taking life directly.
But you got to think universal effects. I mean, what are you going to do whenever they try to dark hole?
That's why you have Chimera and Hydra out at the same time. One of them lets you attack, like every time it attacks directly, they put a card from their hand on the top of the deck.
Oh, okay.
And they both attack directly.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, well, really underestimated, I guess. I'm sure that could be anti-meta, but, I mean, the deck that I really think is anti-meta is Skill Drain Photons, because the Skill Drain, they can't use any effects, and your cards don't need effects. They're just big beaters.
Yeah.
Their effects actually negatively affect them. So if you have that out, then you get a plus. Your opponent can't use their effects, and you don't get the negative effects of your effects.
Yeah.
And they're all just big beaters. So you can just run over stuff and just attack directly. I like that deck. Like, Photons are probably my favorite deck. They're so fun, and plus, Galaxy Eyes is a boss, and it looks beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm rooting for underdogs this year. Like, I'm really hoping that Watts will do good and Photons will do good. I hate the meta this set. Almost this semester.
In general.
I didn't hate the meta last format. Last format, it wasn't so bad.
It was plants. All plants.
Not really.
What everyone... Yeah, it's basically what it was.
It was mainly fairies, which I ran.
Plants and chaos.
Well, chaos is still big.
Yeah, that too. I like chaos. Chaos controls a good anti-meta this format. I like all the anti-meta.
I like hearing people say, yeah, I'm running anti-meta. Oh, what are you running? Oh, I'm running Effect Veiler, Max C. I'm running...
in a way, that is anti-meta, because you have to have meta to beat the meta. You at least have to have a little bit of meta.
Yeah, I know.
Like the meta staple, like, I made deck 3 Effect Veiler. That's because that's really necessary this format. In my opinion, at least.
Yeah, just
and
about.
Sure, in a lot of you guys' opinion. It's really necessary. And that, I mean, Max E is not as necessary. It's more of a want thing.
Yeah.
But I really think that helps out a lot too, because you're gonna be playing decks that special a lot with like Insectors and Windups. You're gonna get like a 7-card plus if you catch them at the right time. You're gonna get a really good plus, and that's always good. Even though you have to discard, but still, you're gonna have all those cards for your next turn for that play. And turns out, and if you have 7 or more cards in hand, you're probably gonna go off. You're never gonna catch a dead hand like that. That's why I think Max C is really good for this format. It not necessarily necessary.
Yeah, it's just more of a want.
It's really good to have. That's why it's so expensive. And it's funny because I actually had one at one point.
Yeah, I know. You were dumb. I'm just ready for a tour guide to come rare. That way, Crash Bugs. Crash Bugs are going to go off.
I mean, they're underestimated, and it could happen. Another thing that I like is all the new Photon support out of the new 10, and also coming out of the Galactic Overlord. Because that's gonna help out anti-meta a lot. Because I think Konami is setting up that anti-meta for the Photon Insector, not the Photon, but the Insector, Wind-Up Rabbit, Dino Rabbit play, or not Wind-Up Rabbit, Wind-Ups and Dino Rabbit plays.
Konami needs to get their stuff together and stop giving us cheap packs.
They're not giving us shit. The big packs haven't came out for this format. You got to think it's only like 4 weeks into the format. But what I'm saying is all of the Insector wind-up stuff is already out. I mean, yeah, sure, they're coming out with some Insector support, like some trap cards and stuff, but you got to think that's not really going to affect it that much.
Yeah, because they're already good.
They're already basically as good as they possibly can be.
I'm hoping that next format they finally nerf Insector's bad.
I think Hornet's going to get hit down to either 2 or 1. And also, I think that Hunter's going to get knocked down to 1. And for wind-ups, Hunter's going to get knocked down. I think Rat's going to get knocked down to 2. They're going to get...
Well, they knocked down TG Striker down to 1, and all TG Striker did was special. And then search.
But you got to think, it's one of the main cards in the deck, and it slowed the deck down a lot.
It didn't slow the deck, it killed the deck.
Basically, that's what they tried to do. Konami is taking out Synchros for Exceeds.
Yeah, I know.
Next format,
really dumb.
Drop Exceeds down a little bit. Because that's going to be the main card. You got to think that. Everyone is running Exceeds now instead of... I mean, every new archetype Exceeds. It doesn't synchro. I mean, some can synchro if you want to tech in tuners, but usually it's not going to synchro. Yeah. They're all for Exceeds. That's all Konami wants to do right now. And to me, it's aggravating because I was just getting accustomed to the last format because I started only about a year ago.
Yeah, same here.
That transition slowed me down a bit.
Like, I was 2 months into starting Yu-Gi-Oh! Before I even did my first synchro.
Yeah, so, I mean, you gotta think, Konami is killing off synchros for Exceeds. And you know what it did to plants? Tengu down, all that.
It tore them up.
Spore, all that gone. You gotta think about next format. They're gonna knock down a lot of the archetypes that are popular today to make room for new archetypes so they can make more money. That's what Konami wants to do.
Always.
And really, you can't blame them because that's what they're in this for, to make money. It's a business.
It is true. But still, like, you need to take some consideration into your players.
Well, I'm sure they do. Why do you think that they are coming out with all these new cards that are really good? I mean, because you got to think, a lot of the Exceeds are so much better than Synchros.
I don't like the limited effects.
Yeah, but Utopia Ray is good because you can just mind control or not mind. You can do anything to take their Utopia and just put yours on top of it and have 25 beat.
Yeah, but how are you guaranteed that someone's going to have a Utopia on the field?
They're not. That's just in case. Like, people in YCS have...
That's conditional.
Yeah, but you gotta think, everything is conditional.
Not really. Like, you can set up plays where they're not conditional.
Yeah, but for the most part, everything is. Like, what you draw, what your opponent summons, what you have at that time, and all that. That's why...
Well, you must be playing a whole lot differently than me because I set up before I'd go off.
A lot of people... Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying, the hand that you draw to begin with. That's why Yu-Gi-Oh! Is 50% skill, 30% cards, 20% luck.
I can tell how I'm about to go off by my first hand, though.
Yeah, I'm saying, just a lot of times you draw a crappy hand. That's just how it goes, and you're going to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
That's why almost everything is conditional on what you draw.
All I need is a fool. That's all I need. If I have a fool, I have a decent hand.
Yeah, that's true. Because you can just sit there with a full and set up your hand.
Yeah.
Another thing I'd like to talk about is upcoming YCS Dallas. I'm actually going.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm going with Ron.
Cool.
And they're at the side tournament that we're going to be going to. We're probably not going to go to the main part or the main event. We're just going to go to the Dragon's Glide structure deck tournament because we're going to try to get the mat as a Dragon Clone prize. I've talked to him about this, and he says I can ride with him and stuff. So we're gonna have some videos posted for that also because I'm gonna get a lot of footage there.
All right, you realize we're still recording, right?
Yeah, I realize that.
Okay.
But yeah, overall, I don't like this format. I think that all Konami was trying to do is produce Exceeds, and next format's going to be so much better. It's going to be a lot more balanced.
I'm just trying to grit my teeth until the next format in the fall.
Same with me.
I'm ready for new packs to come out so we can hurry up and get different stuff and hopefully better ways to knock out Insectors.
The main pack that I'm waiting for to come out is Galactic Overlord right now.
I'm waiting for Epic Battles, or whatever it's called. Epic Dawn is what it's... Yeah, it's Epic Dawn.
Yeah, that too. Do you know what pack the hieroglyphs are coming out of?
I'd have to check.
Well, whatever those are coming out for, or coming out of...
Those are going to be really cool. Them and Sacreds are going to be nasty.
Oh, yeah, Sacreds. Yeah, I like those too.
Dakota's actually ran Sacreds on DM. They are dumb.
Are they?
Yeah. Like, I'm debating on running those.
Sacreds is an archetype of light attribute monsters that would introduce in dual terminal Sacred Star Knights. Their symbol is the golden 8-pointed star with a small circle behind it. The exceed monsters of this archetype, however, also have a larger sun-like circle enclosing their team symbol. This archetype is so far the most diverse exceed monsters, ranging from rank 3 to 6. Sacreds are monsters that are related to stars.
Another thing with Sacreds, they don't special. They normal.
They normal?
They normal. They get around Christia completely.
Yeah, but you got to think that's going to be next format when these are out.
Uh,
Nobody's going to be running fairies.
no, I think they're coming out late in the format.
Oh, are they?
I think.
Because they swarm, is what it says here. So
Yeah, they completely swarm and they all normal summon. None of them get specialed. They normal off of a normal off of another normal.
So they allow themselves a normal?
Yeah. They give themselves a double summon, basically.
Really?
Which is what, when I first saw it, I was like, holy crap, this is getting around me completely.
Because you got to think, nobody really stops normal summons.
Yeah, nothing stops normals, only specials.
Huh. I'm going to look up a deck list real quick.
We're going to get into future archetypes later. For right now, we're just going to end it here.
Alright.
Guys, give us your opinions. Tell us what you think about the current format. Also, we need some subscriptions. We need to get out more. We're sorry for not putting out more videos also. So
We've just all been really busy lately. But we appreciate all the support that most of you guys have given us. Thanks for all the positive comments. Thanks for what little subscriptions we have and all the likes and things. Guys, just tell us what you think about the format. Tell us what you think about the future format. Just everything anti-meta. Alright. Thanks guys for watching our video.
Alright. This is Team Popo, and we're out.